Hello, my good friend. Welcome to Inspired Literary Works. I'm author and blogger Stephanie Renee Sinclair. I'm so glad you found your way to this podcast. I invite you to visit my blog at www.inspiredliteraryworks.com. Inspired Literary Works is a Christian based blog that offers encouragement for your life challenges. I aim to create content that is motivating and targeted to help you discover your life's purpose. You're welcome to follow this podcast and subscribe to the blog. I also encourage you to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can receive post updates. The content that will be shared here will be the same content that is posted on the Inspired Literary Works blog. So if you prefer listening versus reading, I will make both options available. Today's encouragement post is Stay focused. A lot is going on these days with the announcement of newly elected officials and voter challengers who made their presence known at the TCF Center in Detroit, Michigan. Although there are legitimate reasons to stand up for human rights and injustice, putting your faith in the wrong sources will only bring disappointment. The country's economic state, high unemployment rate, and the pandemic has caused a lot of unsettling. If you don't pray regularly, concentrating on these malignant issues can cause you to feel like you're going to lose your mind. Remember the Lord's Word. Hebrews chapter 13 verse 5 says, "Let your conversation be without covetousness, and be content with such things as ye have. For he hath said, I will never leave thee, nor forsake thee." These words can be a source you can turn to when everything seems hopeless. Think of your mind as being a switch that can be turned on and off. When you turn on a light, it stays on as long as you want. And when you want it off, you just flip the switch. The same can be done with your mind. The longer you stay focused on something, whether positive or negative, the matter will affect your belief and mood. Change your environment. The pandemic has changed the way we live, work, and shop. Since the second wave has emerged due to overexposure in various settings, national mandates are being implemented in order to reduce the spread. One of the ways our neighboring countries have taken a stance against this plague is with a stay at home order. The attempts of this type of pandemic control failed at the onset of the pandemic. This is due to the advice of the health organizations, doctors, governors, and scientists being ignored. However, COVID-19 has proven to be stronger than many people's intellect and strength. Numbers have exponentially increased. People have died and hospitals are overwhelmed. The lack of concern and reckless living has made the pandemic worse despite the advanced technology and knowledge that we have access to. The problem I perceive is the unwillingness to control personal behavior based on the perception that one cannot live without running everywhere. Since this pandemic storm is invisible, odorless, and silent, good weather makes the situation seem non existent until the virus attacks the immune system uncontrollably. This type of normalcy bias mindset has sent many to the grave before their designated God appointed time. The only way to combat this type of thinking is to bring yourself under subjection to the instructions given by knowledgeable authorities. Romans chapter 13, verses 1 and 3 says, "Let every soul be subject unto the higher power, for there is no power but of God. The powers that be are ordained of God. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. Wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same." Proverbs chapter 25, verse 28 says, "He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls." This type of behavior has been seen during political campaigns, heightened victorious football games, and protests. The lack of concern for one's personal health is very disturbing. When you find yourself bored, frustrated, or angry because restrictions have altered your travel routine, change your environment by doing these activities. Turn off the news and listen to uplifting music. Instead of feeding into negative drama-filled content on YouTube, choose videos with nature scenery and instrumental music. This will settle your mind and spirit. If you can imagine that you're somewhere else, your spirit will align calmly. Teach yourself how to paint, draw, cook, or crochet. Organize your home. Listen to or download and read inspirational content such as targeted Bible verses. Learn from history. The Israelites' journey to the Promised Land should not have lasted 40 years. However, their discontent caused them to prolong their journey. The Spanish flu had 4 waves of infection circulation, which over the total number of waves claimed up to 100 million lives. A word of caution. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3 says, "A prudent man foreseeth evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished." I want to encourage you to be vigilant about protecting yourself and your loved ones. Take care of your business matters such as grocery shopping, doctor appointments, and other situations on an as-need basis. Follow your governor's advice, provided that your governor is one who is following the CDC's recommendations as it relates to social distancing and wearing your mask. No matter what you see others doing, your life is important. Remember, enter ye in at the strait gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in thereat. Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. If you've enjoyed today's encouragement post, I invite you to purchase a copy of my book, A Summons for Champion Strength, which is available on Amazon for $3.99 for the ebook version, or you can download it for free if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. A print version is also available if you prefer paperback books. This book is based on the life of Jephthah, one of the unsung heroes in the book of Judges. I wrote about his struggles, triumphs, and journey to leadership. I also shared my testimony of surviving a near-fatal auto accident, my recovery challenges, and survival methods. In this book, I have also included a daily scripture fitness plan, which is a list of scripture verses that are based on strength. Champion progression charts and victory record templates are also available for you to write down your prayer requests, answers to prayer, and personal development progress. When spoken out loud every day, as a part of your daily devotion, you will be encouraged and motivated to push through the challenges you're facing with confidence that you will become a champion who is able to help others overcome their challenges. I also have another book called Targeted Bible Verses. This ebook is a handy resource you can use during your daily devotion. If you struggle with finding verses on finances, healing, peace, protection, salvation, strength, or wisdom, this reference ebook can help you. You can use the verses to declare God's promises and blessings over yourself, family, and situations. You can also use it as a witness tool to lead others to Christ. This book is available for 99 cents and it's free if you have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. You can access these books by clicking on the links in this podcast description. I also want to inform you about Inspired Teawear, my inspirational t-shirt collection. I personally designed these shirts to spark interest in inspiring others to witness about Christ and to live a better life. The thought-provoking messages are unique, socially relatable, and encouraging. These shirts are ideal for individual witnessing or team witnessing for church or ministry groups. Inspired Teawear offers short sleeve tees, long sleeve tees, hoodies, toques, mugs, smartphone cases, face masks, and other accessories. You're welcome to browse the collection by clicking on the link in this podcast description. I invite you to subscribe to this podcast and follow Inspired Literary Works on Facebook, Twitter at srenee1481, Pinterest, and Instagram, and share the encouragement post. You're also invited to visit my life management tips blog, Streamlined Life Solutions, at www.streamlinedsolutions.com. Until next time, rise above adversity and choose the option to live.